what is your viewpoint on the steps LaMelo needs to take for that franchise to kind of get over the hump?
I think one, for LaMelo needs to have like a goal going into the season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be the top point guard coming out at the end of the season. I'm going to play 82 games or whatnot, and I'm going to get my team to the playoffs. So I think that's where, like, Melo got to take his talent and take his goals outside of just, I'm one of the top dogs in the league, and I'm trying to make the All-Star game, right, because I'm a brand. I think he need to have that. But also on the team side, there got to be some accountability, right, or some direction, right? Because the one thing you playing on a team and you looking back in the summer, you looking and saying, okay, here, schedule come out. November, October, 10 games. Okay, we can go 73. November, 15. Like, you got to think your players is looking back saying, man, damn, like, all right, we're going to be under 500 this month, under 500 this month. So when you're looking at the roster and you look at the Hornets roster, you got to pick a direction. You got to choose a direction.
Yeah.
Because LaMelo need stability around him.
Yep.
You can't have a bunch of young dudes
Right.
flying around. Like, we've seen that in NBA history. Like, yes, the talent is going to be great. It's going to be exciting for fans. But when you're trying to win, you got to have some people that stabilize the consistency every day. Because, like, LaMelo can have a great game. Miles Bridges have a great game. They both have a great game. But, like, who gonna stabilize you the next game? So I think they don't have, to me, the right mix of veterans, good players, you know what I'm saying? And then young, talented players that have the ability to over-index. And so they don't have no trampoline. It's no buoyancy when it come to them. It's just high or low, high or low, right? And that's why it's hard, for somebody as talented as LaMelo, because what is his direction?
Yeah.
We coming in the season to do what?
Right.
Like, what you mean
Ain't
I'm
no
not
motivation
winning?
there, huh?
Yeah. What you mean I'm not winning? And you bringing winning coaches in from other teams, and they can't win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And that's my
because
favorite
it's
player,
not.
man.
Sometimes it's not the team; it's the vision
Yeah.
of the organization. Are you trying to win? Or are you trying to have a fun team and get draft picks? Are you trying to wait for your superstar? But a lot of teams, when they get a superstar talent, like, the hardest thing to do is know how to build around a LaMelo ball.
Yeah.
Do you think it's more a LaMelo thing where, because listen, if I'm a free agency, I'm not picking Charlotte just because there's no winning culture there alone.
Right.
Regardless, Charlotte is an amazing city.
Yes.
Would love to play for it because of the city. Like, I could see myself living there. But in terms of a basketball standpoint, I'm not going at, like, my career over with if I go there. Is that Melo that has to kind of change the perspective, or is that more the front office making moves to kind of make that a landing destination? Because, I mean, they're going to keep going down this route of getting early draft picks, getting younger, to a point where LaMelo's going to have to get shipped. They're going to have to try and start over. Brandon Miller might have to be the face now. Like, what's your take on kind of that situation?
They got to get excited. Right? They got to either get off to a good start. They got to establish something. Right? We trying to get to the playoffs. We're trying to be competitive. In order for somebody like yourself or a good free agent to go to Charlotte, you got to show, like, damn, we young talent and we got off to a great start. We maybe didn't make the playoffs because of injuries and this and that, but, like, or second half of the season, they didn't show, like, oh, they making a push. So next year, they're going to be something to deal with. They got to figure that part out first, because once you figure out that part, then you can start saying, all right, let's trade some of this young talent, get some veteran pieces, and now, like, we can make moves to get to the playoffs. They don't even know if they want to be in the playoffs. They don't know if they want, like, and bro, Like it's not me taking a jab at him because I love Charlotte. I talk to the team, the owners. Like Charlotte is home, so I want to see them win. And I think what they got, they got new owners, they got new president, they got new management. So over the net, I would say really this is like their first year.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
This is the first start.
Didn't they?
Yeah, and
I didn't like that
Canopo
move.
is their
That
first
was
pick.
stupid.
Yeah.
Right, because maybe they drafted Brandon Miller, but LaMelo Ball is not their pick either. But they did re-up him, so let's see what they start to build. You got talent,
Yeah.
God of it.
you got talent. Now the coach got to put that together, and the coach got to figure out: are you the Golden State Warriors when Mark Jackson took over?
Right.
And it's like he built, like you can see in them games, he like, y'all belong in this moment to some young dudes that was balling like they did, but maybe may not knew that they deserved to be in that moment.
Right.
And so you can see like somebody is willing something, a certain type of DNA and pedigree into LaMelo and the team.
Yeah. LaMelo, just to kind of touch on it, because you talked about his brand, and I think LaMelo is one of those young guys that came into the NBA during that social media time, and him and his brothers, his family, they were huge on social media. And I think LaMelo it's the first time where he was the leading vote getter for his position for guards in the Eastern Conference, and he didn't make the All-Star team.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So why is there such a big disconnect between how the fans view him, and then you have some of his peers? There's been discussions how he doesn't play winning basketball. Why is there such a big disconnect there?
Well, it's the same people that call Tyrese Halliburton overrated. So we know, P. Everybody's a hater.
Right.
Like you ask all the players,
Right.
like dude can hate a dude for just no reason at all. So you never really gonna get the most honest opinion from the players because players is gonna hate players, especially when you're competing against them. And yeah, man, it's like, where's the winning team, bro?
Yeah.
Where's winning? Where's the team where you like, oh man, like I want to see them play against Philly in the playoffs. Ooh, I want to see the matchup with LaMelo in Boston. Like this kid ain't never really had a chance to do that. So
He's young.
He young, my
A lot of
favorite player.
responsibility.
It is. But I mean, and I just think, I think where Melo got to take that jump, right? I think he came out last year putting it all on the floor. I think people criticized his shot selection, but I think that's all part of growing, right? That's all part of the maturation, being a young player growing up in this league. You like, all right, let me dial back from threes. Let me figure out how to get more in the midi. Let me get down the lane. I know I can play make now. Let me start creating. I think he just got to take that step.
yeah,
Right. And then everybody else kind of falls in line, right? Like if somebody's going out there and they gunning, if I'm out there, I'm like, man, we ain't, like, what we doing? We ain't trying to win. You know what I mean? Like, we get numbers. We ain't trying to win.
Right.
But then now everybody's involved. It starts to feel more of like a team. It's more of a camaraderie.
Yeah.
That's when you got guys that buy into you. So I think he just got to be more of a leader in that aspect of, listen, I got the ball. I'm going to make shit happen for us.
Yeah, but it's also hard to lead when everybody around you, maybe one or two dudes, ain't going to be there next year.
Right. That's true.
Everybody on their own agenda. Like,
That's
how can
true.
you lead somebody that's like, man, I got to get 8 points, 7 rebounds, right? And he don't even care what the score is.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get that paper.
Like, how many players on the team really don't give a fuck about what the score is?
Yeah.
As long as, like, it was a good game and they can look at their stats and be like,
And he had
"Whew, I got
highlights.
one more year of this."
He had highlights. That is
So it's
crazy.
hard to lead dudes. Like, I played on teams where you would think, like, damn, man, y'all got so much talent. But, like, dudes walk in the gym and be like, man, like, I ain't never had a chance to be the man. I can be the man on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, we already lost.
Yeah, right.
Nigga
That ain't what
lost.
this team called.
We ain't going to the playoffs. Nothing, dude. We got 2 dudes that ain't never been the man
Yeah.
on they team walking in the locker room like, yo, I can be the man on this team. Like, if that's the case, we ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Bro, what are we playing for?